Hey guys, how's it going? It is my different username here, and today I get to be showing you another full arsenal video from the game Team Fortress 2. And this time, we're actually going to be covering over one of my favorite classes to use in the game, and I'm really excited to talk about this. But before we actually move on with the rest of the video, I kind of have to announce that these weapons are not stock. I know people would have wanted me to make some stock weapons for this class, but to be honest, I already made the scatter gun in the past, and it just felt like a good idea to make some different guns from this class. So anyway, here it is, LEGO TF2 Scouts full arsenal. Let's start off this list by covering over LEGO Babyface's Blaster. So here we have LEGO Babyface's Blaster. I have to admit, this has to be without a doubt one of my favorite weapons to use as the Scout. One of my favorite primary weapons to use, at least, because of the fact that it has low ammo. It doesn't really seem to be that great for other people to use, but the reason I like it is because of that high damage profile that the gun has on it. And also it has an amazing look because it actually looks a lot like the Browning A5 auto shotgun. There are a lot of great details on this gun, but what really paints the picture are the colors within it. We have dark gray, brown for the wooden parts, black for the metal of course, and some light gray here and there to represent the barrel plug and the nuts included, and I gotta say, I really love it. And with these great colors comes great detail as well, because I have to say, I really like what they've done with this rifle, with the little intricate parts with the nuts and bolts on the side, the non-removable magazine, just everything really, including the lever action. And also, it has an incredibly huge handle, I mean a really long one, and it kind of stood out to me when I was designing it. It also has a lot of smooth pieces on top to represent the receiver, and just everything on it looks absolutely amazing. The lever action was a little tricky to make, but it all worked out in the end, so let's finally take this gun and test it out. Up next on our list, we have the LEGO Pretty Boys Pocket Pistol. Yep, Pretty Boys Pocket Pistol definitely has an interesting design to it. I mean seriously, that has to be without a doubt the smallest barrel I've ever seen on a pistol. But besides that, it's actually modeled off of a Colt automatic 25 caliber pistol, and I have to admit, for a gun that's actually small in real life, this is pretty big in TF2. Making this pistol was a little tricky at first, but I was actually able to get around that. Instead of making it 4 studs wide, I actually just made it 3 studs. I even made the magazine 1 stud, which actually fits the perfect profile for the bullet. And as you can tell as well, the pistol slide does not move at all. It does not. But then again, in the game, the pistol slides don't really move either, so I guess I didn't really break any rules there. It also has a working trigger as well, which always works out, but everything else on it just does not move at all. One thing I have to add about this gun is the fact that the grips are not tan, but instead they're brown. The reason for this is because I kind of ran out of 4x12s to use as tans, but besides that, it doesn't really matter because in the end, it actually looks really well when compared to the Babyface's Blaster. If it wasn't like this before, it really wouldn't have matched well, so in the end, this almost felt like it was the best decision just to make it brown instead tan. The pocket pistol has no iron sights, and the reason for this is simply just because it's a pocket pistol. Seriously. They're meant for moments where you get into combat and you need to pull out a sidearm as soon as possible, and what you do is you spray and pray with it, reload if you have to, and then get out of the situation. It's not like it really matters anyway, because in the game you can't even aim down the sights anyway, but as far as that goes, let's go ahead and finally shoot this bad boy. We're almost through with the list, but here we have the LEGO Sandman Baseball Bat. The Sandman definitely has a lot of features to it that makes it an amazing melee weapon to use for Scout. the fact that it does immense damage in close quarters combat is absolutely amazing. Also, the details of the bat are extremely amazing, and it even has some secrets behind it that most other bats don't have in this game. Some of the amazing details that I happen to be talking about are the colors involved, which includes the wooden tan color, also the grips being black, and the tape also being black. And especially when it comes to the tape, the reason it's there is because there's a giant crack on the baseball bat, probably because of the fact that Scout hit heavy in the head too hard. But some cool things about the tape are the parts that are actually hanging off to represent that it's been taped on pretty well, and also the logo that you can see in brown. Even though there are no letters, I still think it's an amazing detail to add to the bat. Remember that secret ability I was talking about? Well, that secret ability was honestly just a baseball. I know, right? It's crazy, but something interesting about this baseball is the fact that when you have the Sandman, you can actually hit enemies with the baseball, and what it will do is it will knock them out for a short period of time, giving you enough time to run up to them and take them out without them even knowing what to do. It's really an amazing thing, and I like this baseball design because I basically took an old design of one of my grenades and made it even more spherical and added the baseball design to it, and I have to say I really like the outcome of it. It honestly looks like a legit baseball. So now let's take this bat and this ball and let's compare it to its real life version and Lego version. And finally, our last entry in TF2 Scouts Full Arsenal happens to be LEGO Scouts Headset. In my mind, it just didn't feel like a full Arsenal video without including Scout's headset. And a really cool thing about this headset is the fact that this is actually his stock headset. This isn't any one of those mods or custom skin or anything like that kind of headset. It's actually the stock headset, which makes me feel great because everyone knows about this iconic headset, and now it is finally made into its Lego form. And I gotta say, I'm actually really proud with what I was able to come up with. I don't really have a cadet cap lying around just to use for a video like this, so I kind of just used my dead mouse hat as a hat to wear with the headset. Because of the fact that there's a lot of weight on the left side, I had to tape up the top of the headset, and if that wasn't bad enough, I had to add a rubber band to the solution as well. This is only because it would actually fall off the one side of my head and wouldn't stay on properly, so adding this rubber band helps keeps it on my head, and as you can tell, you can't even really see it because it matches with the hat. It's actually pretty perfect. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed LEGO TF2 Scouts Full Arsenal. Definitely took me a while to make this video and also make it again because the first upload I made, just the commentary was absolutely awful. I didn't want to accept it as a legit full Arsenal video. So what I did was I just redid everything, and I hope it was better. I hope the re-upload was worth it, because if it wasn't, this was a terrible idea for me to do. But in my mind, I do feel like this is the better idea. But anyway, just like in every other full Arsenal video, if this video gets 1,000 likes, I will definitely make a tutorial for one of the weapons that you have actually seen in this video. So definitely like the video if you have enjoyed, and I will just continue on from here. So guys, half a year ago I said I was going to make a tutorial for one of the creations that I showed off in the Soldier's Arsenal, but I never actually did it. So now I'm actually going to make the tutorial for the shovel sometime soon, so definitely stay tuned for that. And also, MDUN Contest 2014 is now in session. That's right guys, how this works, every year I hold a contest where you guys create a custom weapon. If I like it, I will build it out of Lego, feature your name and the weapon in a video. Where you will go to create your weapon will be on pitmygun.com, or you can click the link in the description. From there, you start designing your weapon, and you submit that weapon by making a video with your creation, adding the title MDUN Contest 2014. And the deadline for this contest will be on October 7th. that will be the last day I actually see any videos. So definitely hurry up, be creative, and overall have fun with your designs. But anyways, subscribe to see more TF2 weapons, and as always, thanks for watching.